as the first step, actually, in bringing things to Nextmv platform, I think it's a good idea to use tracked runs, and I'm gonna introduce them in a second. But basically, start in console just quickly because we need to actually create an app. So, assuming that you already created an account and logged in, you will have an overview of your apps and workflows that looks like this. I obviously work with this a lot, so I already have quite a number here. But I'm gonna create a new one just for now, and I'm gonna call it, let's say, demo app. Let's use 7. I created other ones in the past, so I don't want them to overlap. So I think 7 is free. Anyway, this should be really clean and nothing in it, right? No runs, nothing. And I can already go back here to my actual code. And now what I want to introduce is tracked runs. For that, I need to have the API key, which I already exported so that I'm not accidentally leaking it. I need to import some things from some Nextmv dependencies, which is basically just Nextmv Cloud, because there's a sub package in it. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to also track how long it ran, so to have some statistics. Yeah, but what am I doing here? I'm basically creating a client to interact with the Nextmv platform. Then I'm creating a version of my app, basically, or instantiating it so that I can interact with it. This app I just created on console side, right? And then I'm just adding a tracked run. And what does that mean? It basically mirrors the run that is happening locally here on my machine. And also, I don't want to output the data here anymore. So I'm gonna comment that out. And then, yeah, I'm sending up the input data, the output data, some additional statistics like the duration, for example. I can even bundle logs or other things. And then the only thing I'm gonna log here is the run ID and the console URL. So let's just go here and run it again. And what is happening now is basically it's solving still on my machine and bundling everything up so that it gets reflected and I can look at it in on the platform side. And you could ask, yeah, well, what does that help? I think that's a great introduction to using the platform because you can use a lot of the other features that you would use if you have actually a model running on our platform. But not only that, you can use it for bookkeeping of your runs, for example, for sharing, obviously, because it's always helpful if you work with others to share things. So, for example, you can look into the input here. You have the tabular view, but you also have the raw view. So basically here you can see our assignment, right? So basically region to hub. And then you also have the raw view where you actually can look at the JSON. And you can share all this by just clicking this button with a colleague, right? And then they can also download the input and output and can do their analysis on top of that and so on and so forth. And obviously also get the run history. So our run is popping up here and categorized as type external.